At that time, basically the only people who were doing much work on formal mediation was the American Arbitration Association, and they had developed a special community pilot project in mediation with Bill Lincoln and Josh Stolberg. And I said, this is where I ought to go to get some formal training. I'm already doing it, but certainly someone knows more about this than I do. So I ended up getting trained in those days and have been an intermediary ever since.
Do you recall what surprised you about that training, if anything? You know, how it was helpful? And
well, you know, it's very interesting. It was a combination of that training plus some work that I did with a nonviolent social change group, which was called Movement for a New Society, that really influenced how I viewed training. First of all, it was participatory, that I don't think you can learn to be a mediator without actually practicing. There was coaching in it, so there was feedback on your performance. It also provided frameworks which were general guidelines for how you can approach mediation, but it was provided in a way that it gave you a lot of latitude, because mediation, while I believe that mediation has science, it also has art to it. It's a combination. So you have to use a lot of intuition, but it's intuition within the context of a framework for strategy and approach. And so that was very helpful to me. And then I began to really look at it in much more detail. And also, of course, becoming a political sociologist really helped, because it gave me a different kind of analytical framework for how to analyze social movements, conflicts, how people use power, how people use influence, the issues of interests, how you do large-scale situation assessments for multi-party disputes. All that was very helpful.